I really tried to look cool just now. Hello everyone and welcome back or welcome to Morgan Mayer Studios and a drawing video, which I haven't done one of these in what feels like a bajillion years, since like February, I think, yeah, because it was the last Briarfest special run, so wow, we're back at it again. But I'm recording in a closet, that's me right there. But today we are going to be drawing this picture right here of my partner's doggos. They took this picture a while back in July, I believe, and they sent it to me, and I thought it was hilarious, because, like, look at those two little gremlins. So about a month later, I decided, what if I drew it in my own style? Because that would be brilliant, it would be glorious, it'd be amazing, it'd be fun, it'd be glorious. Glorious! I feel like you can only say that word, like in that voice, like, glorious! But after all that rambling, and now that we're back on track, I'm going to give you guys a little teensy bit of a walkthrough. I decided to take the bars on the stairwell away from the picture, just so you can see the two dogs' faces a little bit better. But right here, I'm getting a couple good bases in, I'm getting some eyes and some little snoots in, I'm getting some base for how the fur is supposed to be textured in. I've never done a walkthrough on dogs before. Plus a little bit of a story time, because, like, who doesn't like stories? Alright, my first step before going in to give some more details and some fur is adding just some quote-unquote initial details, like mapping out the eyes better so they're not too uncanny little circles, and then getting some dark marks for the snoots in. The most vital part of any drawing video, the ASMR eraser beading. Okay, now that I got the details on those beady little eyes done, now I'm going to begin drawing Rip. Rip is a liver-colored border collie. He has a cute little mark on his nose, almost like a snip. I only speak in horse. And then he has a little star on the top of his face. I'm sorry, I don't know what you call those markings for dogs. I have a cat. And first up, I'm going to start up on the ears. For the ears, I want to get some nice shadows in there. His ear comes up and it kind of flops over, so I want to make sure to get a nice dark shadow underneath the little crease up there so it sticks out and so it has some really good depth, because I am working in grayscale. And just like what I did for the inner ear, I'm going to start doing that around the eyes. For dogs, especially dogs that have shorter hair, I like to give them a little eyebrow, just like a little knot of skin slash muscle slash whatever above their eye that can be pressed down or kind of raised or pinched into the middle to give the dog a little bit more expression. And for the face, what I like to do for the hair on the face, I like to draw every single individual hair for dogs. It's kind of the opposite of what I do for horses. For horses, I get in my initial colors, I blend, and then I add the hair over top. For dogs, I kind of just start with the hair by hair, just because their hair's a little bit more coarse looking on the surface, especially floofier dogs like Elvis in the corner that have more crazy curly hair and have more of a texture to it. It just makes it look a little bit nicer and a little bit different for the dog, and makes the dogs look more realistic, whereas for horses it's more convenient to get all the shading down and then add the hair over the top. A little bit more time consuming and sanity sucking, but the results are great. But I mean, like, what is art without losing your sanity and crashing out? Like, what is drawing if you don't have at least 2 crash outs per piece? Now, with all the liver colored fur done, I'm going to go in and do the white. Same technique, just add the wispies and don't be as dark with the pencil. With Rip completely done, I am now going to start in on Elvis. First up, just like Rip, I'm going to do his nose and shade it in nice and good to get that color that I want. Now I'm going to do Elvis's fur quite a bit different than I did Rip's. It has a very different texture to it. It is much more curly and crazy and wired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like little spider leg, little squiggly lines, little ramen noodles coming out from his nose, making kind of a dark ring around his nose that grows up and kind of just flops down like a little water slide or something. For his markings, he has white around his nose, and then he almost has a blaze, because I don't know what markings on dogs are called. He has a blaze that goes up and then sticks out of the top of his head. And the fur that isn't white is it's a cross between caramel brown and dark chocolate brown. Like, it's not dark brown, but at the same time, it's not like rich, earthy brown. It's like a nice soft, it's like a cuddly brown, like a hot cocoa brown. I don't know. But for his ears, similarly to Rip, I'm going to do his ears a little bit darker so you can see the fine line of his head and his ears, so it doesn't look just like a blob. And then again, having a little squiggly, wiry spider leg, just little crazy hairs for a crazy man. Time for the story time that I was talking about earlier. So because I'm not in enough hobbies already with art, plastic horses, real horses, and swim, I am also a band kid. I mean, go figure. I'm kind of the ultimate band kid stereotype sometimes, especially in person. But my partner, not in band, but they're in there all the time because they like to listen to me play my little clarinet like Squidward. I am Squidward. And it's honestly good for me. I don't have stage fright, I just don't like playing in front of people. Like, my risk of messing up, like, triples. It just shoots up when I'm playing in front of people. Like, only when I'm gonna play in front of a person am I gonna screw up my whole entire song. But anyways, without telling my band director, she knows. And her knowing is like the funniest thing ever, because every time she walks past us when we're together, she hits us with the ultimate. We're walking to our next class. We're walking through the park together on the band trip because somehow I got them to go with me. But there is one specific story that is my favorite with the band director. So, I'm drilling my etude, the very end, because I have to play it for this audition, this big long etude that I hated it. But I loved it, but I hated it. So I play the end, band director walks past me, she goes, "I heard 4 mistakes in that." And at the same time, my partner's coming in the band room to walk up next to me and say hi. Band director walks past them and goes, "Isn't she good?" With the ultimate, as always. But back to the drawing, I am now working on the wood grain. Yes, that's a regular pencil I see. Yes, I know, I probably preach about how much I like mechanical pencils and how I feel like $10 artist pencils are ridiculous, and here I am. But for the wood grain, what I did is I just did some light streaks and then some dark streaks and then some more light streaks just to get a good wood grain look. And there's me switching hands, because that's totally normal. And just like that, this drawing is complete. I hope that you guys like this and like how much it turned out just as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching and supporting this video, and bye-bye!